YouTube? It's your boy Richie G. I'm making another vlog today. It's about how to pick up girls on Tinder. Even though I've been gone for quite a while, but there's gonna be a whole separate video about that, but why I haven't been posting. But yeah, but this video it's gonna be about beyond how to talk to girls on Tinder. Let's get this started. So, how to get a girl on Tinder? Step one: when they swipe right on you, and as you guys are perfectly matched, just be like, hey. Just text them on the phone, like, hey, I really like you, or I think you're really cute, whatever. Like, compliment them, like, if you compliment a girl on Tinder, let's like, do your best pickup line. Because, like, if you do your best pickup line, that can actually help you get a girl on Tinder. So, like, just get to know them, like, hills like this, be like, hey, you're beautiful, or hey, you're cute. Like, don't be weird about it and be like, oh, hey, I just want to go into, like, don't be completely weird about it. Because if you get completely weird about it with a girl on Tinder, that's just a bad red flag right there, because like if the girl's not gonna get into you, it's like they'd be like the girl on Tinder and be like, hey, I was like, hey, I think you're beautiful, hey, you're cute. Like, get to know them, like start a conversation like that. Like, don't be weird about it. It's like, hey, you're beautiful. It's like, or does even sometimes say hey? Just be like hey, and they say hey back. Like, start a conversation was like, hey, how's your day going, or what you been up to? Like, get to know the person. Like, get things like what they're interested in. Like, go on there. Like, I know their profile pics be like, hey, they like rap music, or they like sports. Get to know a girl and be like, hey, I'm like, just look at their profiles. Like, usually some girls on Tinder have good profiles, like what their music taste is like, or their sports type. So yeah, it's like if you do that on girl on Tinder, you can get to know their profile. So it's like if you do that, you get into it, you get to talk to a girl on Tinder. Step two, step two, like make plans with a girl, because like if you make plans with a girl on Tinder, if you get to know them a little bit more, it's like get to know him a little bit more. It's like I know one of my homeboys, he got a girl off Tinder, and you know what? He got to know him a little bit because he followed my steps. Like you start a conversation with them, then you get things you know them, then you make your move. Be like, hey, you want to get a cup of coffee, or go to the movies, or even go out to Mel's, or dine in a restaurant. It doesn't have to be too expensive or too cheap. Just pick whatever. So yeah, if you guys go around on that, if you get to know him a little more. But hey, you want to make your move, like take him out to the movies, I personally did is I took a girl off Tinder. I took her out to Mel's. And let me tell you, man, I was just we don't speak about that. So yeah. So if you get a girl off there and like step two is like just get to know him, like make your move. Like if you don't make your move with the girl off Tinder, like just make your move. Like if you don't, you're not gonna like get a girl off Tinder. Like just get to know him, take him out, get him a cup of coffee. Then once you see him in person, then you get that vibe. If you don't get that vibe with a girl in person, just go throughout the whole date. Just tell him like, hey, and like afterwards, like, hey, I really am really feeling it. It's like you're not really my type. I hope we can stay as friends. Like, doesn't girlfriends often doesn't mean bad. Like, it doesn't mean it's bad being girlfriends off Tinder. But sometimes a girl off Tinder can be really, really whatever. Step three: when you go to the girl off Tinder, when you get to know them after step two, this straight up ask them like, hey, would you like to be my girlfriend? That's when they like girls love that when you guys meet a girl off Tinder. It's like girls love that. Like after you get to know them a little bit more, girls actually love that. Like hey, you want to be my girlfriend? Like girls actually love that. Like girls dig into it too. Yeah, so when you make your move, just do that. Like there's 3 easy steps. Get to know them. Like, hey. Second step, be like, hey, you want to go get coffee? Third step, you know them in person. Like there's 3 easy steps. Like, just get to know them. Like, it's like, so yeah, it's like, when you get a girl off Tinder, to like, just be completely chill about it, because you're never going to be confident in yourself if you don't believe in yourself. So getting girls off Tinder, it's not easy as you expect. If you swipe right on them, means you're interested in them. And they swipe right on you, perfect. You guys are perfectly a match. But if you don't get the girl if you want to swipe right, don't be tripping about it. There's plenty of other girls on Tinder that are hella single too. And they're hella cute too. But also, when you get a girl off Tinder, man, there's some red flags you need to follow. Like, there's some red flags, like when you get ghosted on there. Like, don't be tripping about it, bro. Like, girls don't know what they want nowadays. So yeah. So when you get a girl off Tinder, just be like, hey, like, just get to know them. Be like, hey, I got to know, like, yeah, they like really like you. Just do that. Because if you don't, man, girls on Tinder, bro, like, don't trip, man. Like, I know girls on Tinder can just be really, like, weird, like, weird. Because I know I met some girls on Tinder who are like, hey, those like, the. It's like, there's one girl on Tinder, it was like, she was really weird. She was, like, really into Harry Potter. And I was like, oh my God. And when I took her on a date to Mel's, she was all talking about was Harry Potter, Harry Potter. So, yeah. So it's like, just take those steps on Tinder and whatever.